by Giveon. And that was from the album Take Time, 2020 album Take Time. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Malabites and Malabresses. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, adults and children. Good morning, friends and foes. This is the Morning Bus Show on your favorite radio station, Unicorn 103.5 FM. My name is Sharon Antgaita, and I'm here with Obi Thompson on the show today. So, how are you doing today? All right, friends. Today, how are you preparing for the weekend? What is going on in your area? What is going on in the hostels? What is going on in your streets, your environment? We love to know how you're faring. We love to know how you're doing. Send us a message on WhatsApp, or you can call us on our studio phone lines 0809 444 4058. 0809 444 4058. Thompson, good morning. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Malabite and Malabresses. Good morning to our wonderful listeners all over the world. It's such a beautiful time. Thank God it's Friday already. I want to treat that 5 Unica Radio International. I'm fine. So, how are you too?
I'm okay. I'm just tired. I'd spent like all night reading, and my head's banging. But
So,
I'll be fine.
how many movies did you watch?
Movies. I said reading just now,
Oh,
Thompson.
reading.
Yes.
Okay, so I just want to believe that that was true. Was it on your screen or just a normal book?
Both.
Both. Okay, so I can bet you that you spent a 10% on just the hard copies, and then the rest 90 was just on soft screen
Actually, they were
doing
divided.
movies and all of that. But however, that's good. It's good that your night was stressed out.
Up to 1-0. 1-0. I will return this back to you.
Okay,
Don't worry. I'm telling you something, and you're making listeners think that I watch movies. I just watch movies.
But that's
I was
true.
reading my book.
That was
actually.
fact.
I don't
I
watch
know.
movies.
I know your
funny enough.
parents. Your parents may be nodding at home right now, listening to us this morning, because exactly when they said, "Hey, Sharon, you need to go to bed. You need to stop doing movies," and
Funny
all
how
through
my
the night.
dad can actually. My dad's
Exactly.
my alibi. Actually, I was reading.
Okay,
He knew
so
I
let's
was reading.
keep it at that.
Thank you.
Are you sure this really happened?
Thank-
Pick up the phone, get to talk to us this morning, 0809
You'll be busy right now, so-
4444058. And also to Malabite and Malabresses, how are you feeling today? What's going on in your hostel? Are there things you want us to know? Are there things going on in your exams, in your examinations that you want us to know? Are there situations within your department, your faculties that you want? Even if you want to do anonymous, don't problem, but just give us the information. But it must be accurate information, verifiable information, okay? Just so that we'll be able to call the authorities, who are involved, and get them, do the right thing and all of that. So get to talk to us. Don't forget, you can also send your WhatsApp messages to the same phone number, 0809 4444058. Okay? Yeah, for me, I am doing good.
I refuse to ask you because of what you did to me just now.
Okay, I'm sorry about that, but trust me, I had a wonderful
I'll
night
still
rest
vouch
though.
for you.
But however, it's such a beautiful day once again. Thank God it's Friday. Whenever it's
Yeah.
Fridays like this, it becomes a kind of a resting opportunity for so many persons. But so for so many, it begins like another journey entirely of its own. Yeah, because this is times where a lot of persons do a lot, involve themselves in a lot of businesses and all of that. So the sell, the buy, the retail, and all of that. Yeah.
Mom, I'm going to sleep. Sleep, I've not slept. I'm going to sleep. Because I woke up with a banging headache and I knew that it was because I did not sleep well.
I trust you take a lot of water.
Yes, definitely. I took a lot of water. Okay, so we still want to know how you're doing, how you're preparing for the weekend, how your exams went. We want to talk to you, we want to know how you're doing because we care. We love you. We care about you. That's why I had to give you a smooth drive to your morning. Right about now, we're going to back to the music break. When we come back, we'll take the weather forecast. This is Better by Khalid. Enjoy and do not touch that dial. Thanks to everyone joining in, everyone tuned in to your favorite radio station, Unica 103.5 FM. Time check is 38 minutes past the hour of 7. And today is a very beautiful Friday, the 13th of March 2026. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube at Unica Radio International. Before we went on the break, we were asking how you were doing. We were asking you to call in and tell us how you're faring today, how your exams went, how's your weekend going to go. We want to hear from you. And Thompson was attacking me and accusing me of what I did not do. Because I read, you said I did not read, so I was watching movie. Thompson, what do you have against me? Tell everyone today.
It's literally possible that for every malabite and malabresses, especially for malabresses, they have that part of them where they feel it is part of the rights they have during exams. You must do a movie.
No.
And for some persons, you literally think you're reading or pretending to read when you are honestly not reading anything at all. And then
I'm different.
I think
right?
this period or these moments, we should stop feeling like we are reading. We should be studying and not reading. You literally read stuffs like newspapers and all of those things, but when it has to do with your academic pursuit, you're doing what studying, and that is what is expected of us Nigerian students. Okay, and that's exactly what you were doing. You were only reading and not studying.
Thompson, you did not know. I can actually defend the fact that I read. I can
Okay.
tell you exactly what I read.
Well,
I don't just read.
I
Read,
think,
memorize, revise. I don't just read. Thompson. I
okay.
knew I didn't deny it.
So
Thank
I think
you.
I think when we go through the weather forecast, you're going to know what really happened if you actually had the time to read or not. Because I know you were also battling with the movie, battling with heat, battling with all of that joined together. So I wonder how you were able to say you read.
mentioning movies. Come, were you the person that perched on my roof?
Okay, so you now know that you were doing movie.
I was not
If
doing
not, how would you know
movies,
someone perched on your and you did not
Thompson,
shout?
I was not watching movies.
Did
because
you
I'm
actually
covered with the
scream
blood
out?
of
Did you
Jesus.
actually scream
Why
out?
would I scream?
Okay. So
Why would I scream? Please. Anyways, let's move over to the weather forecast before me and Thompson fight here. Today in Calabar will be mostly cloudy, warm, and humid, with only slight chances of brief showers during the day. Temperatures will range from the mid 20 degrees Celsius in the morning to the low 30 degrees Celsius in the afternoon. Feeling hotter because of humidity. The day stays largely dry with comfortable but warm conditions into the evening. In the morning from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., conditions may range from partly cloudy to cloudy skies. Temperature may range from around 25 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius. Rain chances may be from low to moderate, 20 to 40 degrees. 40%. Mostly dry with only slight chances of rain early on. The humidity may be high, typical for coastal cities, and the tip is to wear light clothes, a light jacket, or carry an umbrella just in case, but mostly it will be dry. In the afternoon from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m., conditions may range from mostly cloudy to warm temperatures, and temperatures may range from 30 degrees Celsius to 34 degrees Celsius, and heat may build up and you may feel hotter. Rain chances may be from low to moderate. Some forecasts show a small chance of brief showers, but rain isn't guaranteed. It may feel like it could be significantly warmer because of the humidity. A tip is to stay hydrated using sun protection if the sun breaks through. In the evening from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., conditions may range from cloudy, turning clearer later in the evening, and the temperatures may range from around 28 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. Rain chances may be from low to mostly dry at night. The tip is that it's going to be a comfortable night. Light clothing is still okay.
Yeah, so I think just the same way we have this funny weather in Calabar, we're also having this same kind of weather in Abuja. I have a friend Gina will always say, "Hey," and like yesterday, it was really raining in some parts of Abuja. It was not also, and the same thing is also happening in Calabar precisely, where rain actually happens in some parts of Calabar, and in some parts of Calabar it doesn't
So who
really
did we
rain. All of
offend?
that.
Because we have not seen rain since.
Don't worry. We all know how Calabar rain behaves. Once it starts, people be saying, what happened now? Is it that Noah have done this or done that and all of that? But let's not forget that definitely, that Calabar rain would definitely come very soon. And once it starts, that's going to be until December and January again and all of that. But however, I think what one key thing I would love to plead Malabites and Malabreses and residents of Calabar and all of that is keep the gutters clean, keep the runways clean, stop building houses in waterways and all of that, so that once this rain starts, we wouldn't have to see people running helter-skelter to look for where to have shelter and all of that. So I think it's quite important for us to see people obeying environmental laws, so that you do not have
Funny
to
how
be
it's for
affected and all of
everyone's
that.
well-being. So I don't see why we should actually be
Dumping refuse on water runways and all of
and
gutters and
also
all of that.
aside that, I don't see why we should like be reiterating one thing over and over. It's something that benefits you. Keep reiterating it over
Well,
and over and
we
over
have
again.
to. We have to. It's just like saying, "Oh, repent, repent, repentance." This is something we keep saying all the time. So it's something to remind everyone at all times. So
Because
it's still the same thing. Even to eat, sometimes we advise people to eat, right? So eat, 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 eat.
because
Sometimes I see a
sometimes
lot of
like
persons they beg for them to even eat. They beg them to eat.
you should come and beg me to eat soon.
Oh, Gina will always beg me, please go and eat, and I'll eat. Yeah.
Anyways, sometimes I used to see people like dump refuge because the drainage in Calabar it's big enough to
Yeah.
hold like high volumes of water. So they would usually dump things there and feel like okay, that's a dumping site. You see bottled water, you see bottles of water, you see biscuit wrappers and all those stuff, they dump it inside there. Any small thing, it goes into the gutter. And when rain now falls, a heavy rain falls, it brings everything out back to the road. And we
Exactly.
are all stepping on nonsense because people decide not to hear word. There are trash cans around the city of Calabar. If there are no trash cans in your area, pick it, bundle it one side. Then when you now reach where there's trash, you throw it away. You don't have to dirty the environment.
And
because you
also,
want
I
to-
think another issues we're having there is those guys, those scavengers at the trash bins. Those
yeah.
guys. I don't know how there should be a kind of laws. There should be task force that actually goes around to check those things, because
Yes.
those guys literally get inside the dump and pull them outside, and then the dump itself, will be empty. It's
the
not okay,
refuse
and
outside.
everything it has been sent over to the streets again. So that's really wrong. I think local government authorities must, as a matter of fact and urgency, ensure that there are task force in streets. That street you have, let's say the youth leaders in that street should be given that opportunity to serve in that capacity.
Yes.
Have persons to say, look, today you're the one taking care, next tomorrow engage all the young persons, all the men in the street, and say, look, we do not want to see people in this dustbin pulling them outside. That's one way we can be able to get it right, because it doesn't really make any sense. People put in dustbins inside and then you go in there to remove everything outside. So why not go to where these dustbins are being permanently being dumped? That one way we could be able to get the best way out of it.
Yes, most definitely. You heard it here. Prepare for the warm weather. Don't go and wear clothes that will make you choke in this hot weather. I'm going to go back to the break. When we come back, we'll take the national holidays segment. This is Toast by Coffee. Enjoy. Do not touch that dial. coffee. I was tempted to actually pronounce the way she pronounced it. That was toast
I
by
thought
coffee.
you want to call it coffin and all of that, right? So
Her name is
I think
Coffee with a K.
coffin or with
Coffee,
a K.
coffee,
Coffee,
coffee with
okay,
a
with a
K.
K. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Time check is 49 minutes past the hour of 7. You're still on the Morning Boss Show on your favorite radio station, Unica 103.5 FM. I remain Sharon Antigaita, and I'm here with Obi Thompson here to give you a smooth drive through your morning. At this juncture, we're going to go to the National Holidays segment, and the first national holiday is World Sleep Day. World Sleep Day. Sleep is a very beautiful concept
Yeah,
made by
exactly.
the
Now,
Almighty
don't
God.
forget some days ago we talked about World Nap Day, so National Nap Day. So you just need to have a nap on the on probably hot afternoon, at least an hour, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. You know,
The best
just need to
position is
have
the
a nap
floor.
and all of that. So today we're talking about National Sleep Day. Please have a time, create a time. Thank God it's Friday. Sleep and rest. Rest
Yes.
yourself. You know, forget about Nigeria, forget about Africa, forget
Some
about
people
the
evidently
walls
need
and all of
sleep,
that.
but they keep themselves awake for some weird reason.
Well,
Like,
I literally
you
don't
see, your
subscribe to that.
eyes are teary, eyes are red, you are tired and you're dull,
You're
and
still,
you're still awake.
I literally don't know. Yeah,
You're still
I think we
awake.
should give that to our security operatives, because they are trying so much. But there again, you work at night, but at daytime, you should literally get
Find time
enough
to
sleep.
sleep.
So today is that day, wherever you are, those of you, the AOs, I know sometimes you'll be sleeping and then the student come to wakes you up and say, hey, Oga AO, porters and all of that, please, I need this, this is happening, and all of that is happening and all of that. So please, we're sorry, we apologize on the students' behalf, but please have enough time to sleep. Okay, so this is why you shouldn't be working alone. And so you have a lot of persons who are there. If you're not there, another person should actually stand in for you and all of that. And also to our students, please find time and sleep. Turn off your phone. Like yesterday, I literally have to tell my friends, after our induction, congratulations, blah blah blah, and all of that, and so on and so forth. So what I do is, after thanking, it got to the point from 9, I say, hey guys, you just need to go sleep. Okay, it's okay, it's fine, and all of that. So think people should literally have enough sleep. Today is that day. Just sleep. Even if you don't have any reason to sleep, just sleep. Don't forget, even in developed nations like that of Japan, it's one of those countries that even during classes, once they notice a child or a staff actually bend down his or her head to sleep, look, they don't disturb you. They allow you to sleep. It's not like in Africa where you walk into somebody's shop or workplaces and then you see the person sleeping. You say, this person is sleeping on duty and all of that. No, that could be the time that person need that rest. So you should allow the person have that rest. The person wakes up, fine, you continue the business and all of that. And also, there are also some workplaces in Japan, North Korea, South Korea, in most of those countries where in office spaces, they make the chair look in such a way that in case you have to sleep, you just need to, raise the bed, raise the chair, and automatically gives you that comfort for you to, have a nap, have a sleep, and all of that. But then
Travel back to Nigeria, please.
Man, we just need to come back to Nigeria. Honestly. So I think today is that day.
No,
just even if you don't have any reason,
that fantasy,
please.
that fantasy that if I'm sitting down here, I'll just lean back.
Oh my goodness! So you need to come back to Nigeria. Let's face reality, but please, we are saying, hey guys, you need to have time to sleep. Please have time to sleep. Gina, have time to sleep.
Okay. Sleep actually at the wrong time. So in Nigeria,
okay,
you don't know. You just sleep and then wake up and then maybe phone have missed or something like that. So that's why we're mostly.
And then I keep
vigilant.
wondering those persons who have all of these religious places of worship, how they cope, especially when they have 7 days activities, 21 days activity, 100 days activities, and the end of okay, let me not go that way. Okay, but still, disturbing your sleep. Yeah, I think I watched a trending video sometimes ago where residents in that area woke up, turned off the gen of that religious body that they were disturbing how many people inside. I think they were not up to whether 7 or be how many there. But if you see the kind of instrument they were using to terrorize the whole of that environment with noise pollution and all of that. So I think, those at Calabar South, I think our religious bodies need to, as a matter of urgency.
In one lane, you find like 10 churches. In my grandmother's house, like this, close to our house.
Okay.
There's there's a church in front of us.
Okay, so you call the
There's
church.
another
So
one.
maybe we'll
There's
just use
another
a
one,
religious faith and
religious
all of
body
that and
in
all of
front
that.
of us. There's another.
Okay.
There are two others beside us, and those two, I don't know how they do church activities together in a way that it does not disturb.
No, okay.
them
So when these
with
persons
everything.
are reading scriptures, these people are playing drums. When
Drums
these
and
people are playing
everything.
drums,
When these people are preaching, these people are doing offering and stuff like that. And then in the night, they don't allow people to rest. Like, how, I don't know. I'm somebody that, in any circumstance, whatever, I have peace of mind, I will sleep. There's nothing, I will sleep.
if you
I'm
see,
not somebody that needs
no matter
total
how
quietness to sleep.
I
will
no
sleep.
matter how noisy the place is.
Especially if I'm very,
look,
very tired.
if I have programmed my brain that look, I want to sleep. Hey, forget it. Nothing
I
you
will
will do.
sleep.
You'll be shocked that you woke up and you see my eyes turn red and all of that.
And just, I pity people that don't know how to, like, that they don't sleep in noisy environments, because in
I've
those
seen these
settings,
persons a lot. Please, you need to train your mind. Malabites and Malabresses, you need to train. For those of you at Malabo, sometimes you want to have a nap while our instruments are playing over there. Yeah, because we have speakers over there, and so we have a radio transmissions over there, and then you feel like, oh, I need to sleep, and then these guys are playing this and playing that. Please learn how to cope with it. Learn how to cope. You just have 3, 4, 5 years to stay in that place. So when you finish, please, you pack your luggage and return back to your parents' house. Or, okay, I wouldn't say return back to your parents' house. Return back to your workplaces, because you're here to learn, progress, and then after your school, you have to get jobs, right? But now there are no jobs in Nigeria. So please learn to cope in that environment, knowing very well that it's just for a little period of time. So cope. And so today we are saying sleep. Even if the radio is playing, please don't go and turn it off. Don't go and reduce the volume to suit you in particular. I'm talking to you in particular. Okay, so just do all you can to cope. You have to live with the coping mechanism so that you'll be able to stay healthy. That's the essence why we're talking about all of this. You sleep, and so you're gonna stay healthy, so you do well in your exams and academic pursuit.
Sleep properly. Take time to sleep, because body needs that rest. Your brain needs that rest in order to perform properly academically and otherwise. The next national holiday is the IUGR Awareness Day. IUGR stands for Intrauterine Growth Restriction. Intrauterine growth restriction. It's a day to create awareness for this particular health condition, and it should be treated in the health and wellness segment of the show. Yes, right about now, I'm going to go back to the music break. This is Mine by Thames. Enjoy.
Should I know that you want me now? Said me my love, but I don't know how to get to you. Can show me tonight. Show me tonight. Can you show me tonight? Can you show me tonight? Let it go, let me be the one. Should I know that you want me now? Send me my love, but I don't know how to get to you. Can you show me tonight? Show me tonight. Can you show me tonight? Show me tonight. Can you show me tonight? Can you show me tonight? Show me tonight. Can you show me tonight?
It's 59 minutes past the hour of 7. It's almost 8 on the dot. My name is Sharon. As you guys are, I'm still here with Obi Thompson. We're here to give you a smooth drive through your morning. Right about now, we're going to go to the health and wellness segment of the show. And on today's health and wellness segment, we're going to be dealing on IUGR awareness in commemoration with the IUGR Awareness Day. Have you ever heard a doctor say a baby is too small for its age in the womb? That's a condition called intrauterine growth restriction, commonly known as IUGR. IUGR happens when a baby in the womb does not grow at the normal rate during pregnancy. In simple terms, the baby is smaller than expected for the number of weeks of pregnancy. Now, this does not mean every small baby has a problem, but with IUGR, the baby's growth is slower because it may not be getting enough oxygen or nutrients from the mother through the placenta. Some people don't know about this particular condition.
Yeah, so even while you're saying, my head is just booming. Like, wow, that's interesting. That sounds so fantastic to hear that this literally happens. Yeah, and also sometimes you see children who are actually born. You see them very very little, and so wow, that's interesting. I get to learn from here, and also I think this is for me. What I would love to add to that is women should generally not start feeling like once a doctor say that, oh, you start giving yourself high blood, you start thinking intensely and all of that, and such thing can actually cause you to feel uncomfortable and all of that. So I think you should rather relax and believing that just like the Hebrew women, you also when time comes to give birth successfully.
There are actually ways to help handle this.
Okay.
Actually, so causes of IUGR include poor nutrition during pregnancy, high blood pressure in the mother, smoking, alcohol or drug use, infections during pregnancy, problems with the placenta, and certain medical conditions like preeclampsia or hypertension. So basically, as a pregnant woman, you are advised to be as careful as possible in order to avoid this particular condition, because anything that you do during your time of pregnancy affects your child in the womb. So the child usually feeds from the mother, gets nutrients, get oxygen from the mother through the placenta. And if there's poor nutrition during pregnancy, the woman doesn't eat properly, if the woman is too agitated most of the time, if the woman stresses herself a lot, if she smokes or uses alcohol or drugs, or have some infections during pregnancy, or there are problems with the placenta, they could be stunted growth of the fetus in the womb. Now, how can doctors detect this particular condition? During routine antenatal care, doctors monitor the baby's growth using regular belly measurements, ultrasound scans, monitoring the baby's heartbeat and movements. If the baby appears smaller than expected, doctors may do more tests to ensure the baby is safe. This is why antenatal care and antenatal screening is very 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 important, because and it's very important to do it very very early, so as to know the risks involved and to know the necessary steps to take. In antenatal care, women are tested, they are screened for different infections. Women, the babies are checked properly through ultrasound scans in order to check whether they are actually normal and healthy, or their head is placed in the right position. Also, these women engage in little exercises. Like the day before yesterday, I was at the hospital and I saw they were doing small tabata for those ladies, exercises that won't stress them, but exercises that will get their body moving. Now, why is this awareness important? When IUGR is not detected early, it can lead to complications such as low birth weight, difficulty breathing at birth, low blood sugar in the baby, high risk of health problems later in life. What can pregnant women do to help reduce the risk? You are advised that the pregnant ladies to attend regular antenatal clinic visits. Attend regular antenatal clinic visits. I cannot stress more on the importance of attending antenatal care in the hospital. Primary healthcare, some primary healthcare facilities have made it easy for pregnant ladies to come and receive healthcare at subsidized rates. So please, if you're a pregnant lady, don't just go through this to that period alone. Go through, make sure that you check yourself, make sure that you know that you are healthy and your baby is also equally healthy and is growing in the right environment.
Yeah.
Eat a balanced and nutritious diet. Avoid alcohol, smoking, and harmful drugs. Remember, you're not eating for yourself alone. You're also eating for
Exactly.
your child.
Yeah.
So, for the good of the child you are carrying, please ensure that you take necessary steps to make sure that that child grows healthy and comfortable. Manage existing health conditions. Report reduced baby movement immediately. A healthy pregnancy requires care, monitoring, and good nutrition. If a baby is not growing well in the womb, early detection through antenatal care can make a big difference. Remember, the earlier IUGR is detected, the better the chances of protecting both mother and the baby. Remember, I said this condition is characterized by low stunted growth in the womb when the child is not growing with the same rate of its age in the womb. So take necessary measures to actually make sure that your child is growing properly in the womb, so that when it's time to deliver, there are no complications whatsoever.
Exactly.
Pregnant women, please don't avoid antenatal care. I cannot emphasize on this
Yeah,
well
you
enough.
literally do not need to
Don't
avoid it, no matter what the
avoid it.
circumstances is. And then during this period, a lot of persons start putting in between going to the hospital, government facility or hospital, as the case may be, to all of these quacks, doctors, quacks, let me call them that way, because it literally doesn't make any sense that you're combining both natives and all of those things and all of that. So please, I think you need to just take good care of your life. It matters most, okay?
And the
so
responsibility doesn't just fall on pregnant women too, their husbands or their partners.
yeah, I think I saw a trending
usually.
post. Thanks for bringing that up. I saw a trending post that a woman was complaining why another woman's husband came to antenatal, and then she wasn't feeling comfortable to breastfeed her own baby, and so people were telling her, like, really, if your husband does not have that time, please. There are women whose husbands don't
Have
joke
the
with
time,
that. There are women whose husbands pet them, take them inside, stay with them throughout that period and all of that. So it was fun. In fact, you could see a whole lot of Nigerians buzzing in and saying a lot of things and all of that. So please, whenever it is time, your husband could always be there, and all of that.
You marry nonchalant man.
So I read all of those kind of big words and all of that.
Exactly.
A lot of persons were saying a lot of things, and
I honestly don't blame them. There's this stereotype that if women are pregnant, they're supposed to handle it by themselves while the men are going out to like work and everything. Please change that mindset too. Change that mindset. You were involved in the pregnancy.
Exactly.
So as much as possible, make your partner
in fact,
comfortable.
when once your wife reports that she is pregnant, right from that day till the day she delivered, she needs
Even
a
afterwards.
100% attention, 100% everything 100%, because she really needs that care. She really
Because
needs that respect. She really
going through
needs that
all
love.
that is not easy. Going through all that is not easy at all. The processes, all the trimesters, the pain you feel, the cravings, a lot. And then the process of childbirth, then some go through CS, some advice to go through CS. So it's a whole lot for a lady to handle all by herself. Kudos to the ones that have actually handled it by themselves, because it's actually not easy. So as much as possible, you have a pregnant wife, as much as possible, take her through all these things. Make sure that you lighten the burden that she has to bear while carrying the child that both of you are definitely going to still take care of. Yeah, so we're going to go back to the music break. When we come back, we'll take the top stories in our university space and nationwide. This is Venus by Faceless and Serotonin. Enjoy and do not touch that dial. it gives this nice vibes. These are the type of songs you want to listen to.
Exactly.
And just day.
Okay.
Anyway, time check is 10 minutes past the hour of 8. I got lost in the song because the song was so nice.
Goodness.
And the fact that it's Afro rhythm and blues.
Yeah,
just makes it
but
better.
when you talk about World Sleep Day or national, when we had at national holidays, I literally don't think you can play this kind of song while you're sleeping.
It's a love song actually. It's a
Love song. Love song. Okay. You
It's a-
play this. You play this one when? What time of the day?
I'm not answering you. I'm not answering you. So let's just go to
Okay.
the top stories. We have this is the first top stories from the university space.
Okay.
Unical VC appoints acting CSO. The Vice Chancellor of the University of Calabar, Professor Ofyong Ifanga Ofyong, has approved the appointment of Peter Ate Abang, DSP retired,
Yeah.
as the new acting chief security officer CSO of the institution, according to a letter of appointment signed by the registrar Dr. Mrs. Chukuka Icha. Mr. Abang's appointment is for an initial period of 2 years and takes effect from March the 9th, 2026. The new acting CSO is expected to be responsible to the Vice Chancellor for the day-to-day administration of the university's security department, with the responsibility of ensuring the safety of lives and properties within the university community. The Vice Chancellor also expects him to bring his wealth of experience to bear in strengthening security operations and improving the general security situation on campus. All relevant units of the university are informed by this notice and requested to accord him the necessary courtesies associated with his new office. This is from the Public Relations Unit in the University of Calabar.
I'm saying a big congratulations to the new acting CSO, and then until a substantive CSO is being appointed on the other hand. So I think we anticipate to see, because don't forget, for some time now,
Yes, I'm actually
we've
looking
not
forward to see what he will do in his
literally,
office.
well, they have never been of recent times, we would never had any issues, burdening insecurity in the campus and all of that. But there again, I think it's quite important for us to see how the university community must, as a matter of fact, work together, to sustaining the peace of the institution at all levels. And there again, I think this has to do with, if you see something, say something, mantra that we've been talking about at all times. If you see somebody you don't feel comfortable with, please call the security teams. If you see anyone you start suspecting if anything has happened, please call the security teams in the school. And also they should make available their respective contact. That has always been, I think a lot of students are not aware that at main gate, precisely where we have the security post, there's always the school security phone numbers written there. And then before you turn by VC gate, as if you're driving down main gate, there's also another signpost being made there with the school security contact. As you enter the VC's block, you also see that written. If you go down to where we have management junction, there's also security contacts being written there. But I think they should make it bold, and they should renew all of those signposts, just so that people could see it boldly and all of that. Now that we have a new management team at the security level, I think we will need to have new phone numbers, written on all of those signposts, and make it bold so that people could actually see, in case of emergency, it will be easy for them to call, that look at what is happening and all of that. You literally don't need to go to either the security office before you could lay complaints and all of that. And also to our security teams, please, let's always respond to situations promptly.
Absolutely.
As whenever reports are given to us, just so that we'll be able to help in issues that wouldn't escalate to the general campus,
because like
situation.
responding to a security threat after, like hours after it has happened, it's like pouring water on fire that has been extinguished.
Yeah,
and that's what we are used to. This thing happens like almost everywhere in Nigeria. Security operatives come at the wrong
Yeah,
time.
for this particular one, I don't think we're going to be seeing that happening again too often and all of that. And also to the
Hopefully.
management, I think they should need to rework on the vehicle that is used in security patrol in the school. Please, I think that vehicle, the one I'm seeing there, it seems that vehicle was last that vehicle was given to that team right from when the school was established. So I think it's quite important for us to have a brand new vehicle to help them in mobility, and we shouldn't just have just one patrol van. Even if it's 2 or 3, the school is large enough to have 3 patrol van. In case of emergency, we should be able to mobilize a security team to that scene, and be able to handle the situation appropriately. So we don't need to wait until the driver went out to eat before he comes back, the entire damage have been caused, and then we start counting losses. And if life is involved, we start calling parents that, oh, your child in our care have been hurt because of armed robbery and all of that. So those excuses wouldn't go too well. So I think it is quite important for them to increase security mobilities.
We hope that
and manpowers as well.
We hope that the acting CSO is going to perform adequately in his position.
Exactly, and we congratulate him and we wish him the very best.
Congratulations. Yeah. The next top story: VC appoints Dr. Ekoro as acting HOD of mathematics. The Vice Chancellor of the University of Calabar, Professor Efang Ofyong, has appointed Dr. S.E. Ekoro as the acting head of the Department of Mathematics in the Faculty of Physical Sciences. The appointment, conveyed in a release signed by the Vice Chancellor, is for a period of 2 years at the first instance, with effect from the 1st of March 2026 to the 28th of February 2028. By the appointment, Dr. Ekoro is expected to discharge his duties diligently by effectively administering the department for maximum results. The Vice Chancellor, as conveyed by the release, expects the newly appointed acting HOD to key into the mission and vision of his administration and ensure that the values and expectations of the university are upheld at all times. This is from the Public Relations Unit, University of Calabar. Like we rightly said before, there's a particular billboard outside the front of main gate. It said something about integrity. And about integrity. So I get I feel like that's what he was trying to that's the message he was trying to convey. Well, he said they should perform, key into the mission and vision of his administration, and we hope that he's going to do it, because that position has a lot of impact on students, especially students that are writing the course as a broad course, not just students that are in the department. So
I think talking about that, a lot of students feel comfortable doing courses in their department rather than doing an elective courses, because they feel elective courses, those lecturers only prioritize their own students and they do not care about other students, and they keep stressing other students and all of that.
The last exam I'm supposed to write, it's a broad course.
So I think the DVC academics would need to step in here, to ensure that all of this kind of mess, does not really happen again. So if it is proper, all elective courses should be given a week of its own for it to be taken, rather than getting it mixed with other, departmental or faculty courses and all of that. So I think that will go a long way, to cop all of this, missing script, attendance issues, postponing exams, irregularities in exams and all of that. So I think with this, it will really help. But sometimes I feel these things are properly being arranged, but then it gets to the implementation aspect. The lecturers involved, the people involved, begin to either not be able to implement it accordingly and all of that, because of one reason or the other. So I think the management, especially the DVC academics, should, as a matter of fact, rework on that particular policies, just so that students who are borrowing courses, students students who are doing elective courses, students who are in whichever way, do not find it so difficult for them to either attend lectures, submit assessments, even write exams, and even see their respective grades. You must not, I remember back then there are courses where students who are even doing elective courses, or borrowed courses, are even doing more better than those who are even in that particular field, entirely. So I think we should, as a matter of fact, help, those persons involved to ensure that integrity, just like you said, the vice chancellor has said in his administration, integrity plays key role in everything. So I think it's quite important for the management and staff to also help the administration to actually achieve its goal and objectives.
And that course is a very, very critical course. That course it's bulky.
Man, I just wonder how people just wake up and go to the school to study mathematics and all of that, because
I did it as a board course, and
okay.
the way I think during that time there was issues with our this, so they postponed it.
Okay.
And then as they postponed it, they now stressed us further. And when we now finally wrote the exams, they short the time. Now, mind you, this is theory. I'll be objective. So, and then your objectives are you have to calm down and solve it before you get the answer, so that you not get wrong answers and everything. You're not just picking at random. And then it was mostly further maths that was included inside it. There's normal math and then there's further math.
Further math.
Exactly. So there were things like matrix, integrated. Yeah, integration was there, differentiation was there too. Imagine learning all those ones and then you're trying to do it in the space of less than an hour. So it was a whole lot. So I just hope that this HOD makes things, this new acting HOD makes things
just
seamless.
like you even pointed out. This reminds me when I was doing my teaching practice back then. I think the school I was posted to is just within, when it is time for exams. Okay, if your question paper, indicates that students are supposed to write that exams for 2 hours, you're giving them that 2 hours for them to write their exams. But here in the university, we see a question papers carry 1 hour 30 minutes, and within 15 minutes of the exams, you start hurrying up
Somebody
students to
needs to explain
submit.
to me the
So
point
this
of
doesn't
that,
make any sense at all for any
don't
reason
get
or
it.
for any purpose. It doesn't make any sense. If you know this exam, these are courses that students take for up to 12 weeks or thereabout. So you shouldn't expect
And then
them
take
to
time
come
to
to the
read
exam.
it. Really
Moreover, they are doing other courses as well. They are not only doing that particular course. So
and then
please,
the issue of shortening time creates panic. And when there is panic, you can't think
in
straight.
fact, a
finish
lot of
writing.
students forget to spell is. You even try to
Exactly.
ask
I was
your
in-
neighbor, and it becomes a problem. That
I was
you're,
in that
you're
situation
cheating.
before. They gave 30 subjective questions
Okay.
to answer. And they said since it's not 50, they're going to shorten it from 1 hour to 30 minutes. I was like, 30 subjective questions in 30 minutes. Because of what? Like, what do you want to use the extra time and do? Exactly. Just give us an hour. We complained. It wasn't like, if you like, keep on wasting your time, you will submit by the time you're supposed to submit. And then I was panicking. My head was just in disarray. I knew what I was supposed to do. My head was just in disarray. The answers were coming to my head. I heard this still small voice telling me, relax, answer it one by one. It is something you can answer. I had to breathe in and answer straight up as it is. And luckily for me, by the grace of God, I passed the course.
Okay.
But please stop creating unnecessary panic. We're talking about mental health of students here. This is part of it.
Yes.
Stop creating panic. When somebody finishes reading, so it's like some people that come to the exam or they're afraid of the course already on its own. The risk of carryovers, the risk of missing script, the risk of portal misbehaving when it comes to uploading their own results, and those whole fears and everything, they push it back to come and write exams, and then you are creating panic, extra panic again. Please, what did we actually do to some people in this university space? Exactly, we just came to come and read, we came to come and study, and we are trying to write our exams seamlessly. Please make things easy for students. After all, we are here, and we did nothing. I don't think anything in our admission letter stated that we need to study in suffering. I've been to study in tight times. Please, for our mental health, make things seamless. So congratulations to the new acting HOD of mathematics. We hope you perform to your full capacity and integrity in that space. The next top story is from the national scene. FG begins implementation of policy on cosmetic safety and health.
Okay, so I think just talking about cosmetic, I'm just thinking. I hope it's not makeup, because I remember back those days when Obasanjo was in a leadership position, and then I think there's this comedy that one of the big comedians out there, say that, hey, Stella Obasanjo went and met Obasanjo and said, Obi, I hope you're not banning pancake, because that is what is keeping me, looking young for you. And then everybody busted laugh. And that day, I think the president was in that particular event when he cracked this joke. But there again, I hope this is not what I'm thinking, because a lot of persons will literally not come out again in the day.
Let's find out altogether.
Okay, so let's get
The
to find
Federal
out.
Ministry of Health and Social Welfare has begun the state-level implementation of a national policy on cosmetic safety and health (MPCSH), starting with a stakeholder engagement in Lagos State. The policy, which will be implemented over a 5-year period, is designed to sanitize the cosmetic industry and address rising health risks linked to toxic substances found in some cosmetic products. Officials say the initiative will strengthen regulation of cosmetic production and distribution and improve product labeling and raise public awareness about the potential health dangers associated with unsafe cosmetic products. The program also brings together several government agencies and partners, including the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, and Federal Ministry of Environment, the Nigerian Customs Service, the Lagos State Ministry of Health, Resolve to Save Lives, and the World Health Organization (WHO). Representing the Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Mohammed Pate, the director of the Cosmetic Safety Management Program at the Federal Ministry of Health, Paul Ohaku, said the federal government was committed to developing strong regulations that would guide cosmetics production and ensure compliance across the country. Also speaking, the head of Department of the Cosmetics and Household Products Division at NAFDAC, Ikenna Nsofo, who represented the agency's Director General, Mojisola Adeyeye, stressed the agency's determination to sanction individuals and companies that violate cosmetic safety guidelines. On the part of the Lagos State Government, the Director of Pharmaceutical Services at the Lagos State Ministry of Health, Dr. Olawale Poluyi, who represented the Permanent Secretary, Dr. Dayo Olajide, said the state would review the policy with a view of domesticating and implementing it. The national policy on cosmetic safety and health emphasizes that cosmetic safety is a shared responsibility among regulators, manufacturers, and consumers. It is expected to align Nigeria's cosmetic sector with international best practices, strengthen regulatory coordination, and reduce health risks associated with unsafe cosmetic products. NAFDAC's Director General Mojisola Adeyeye in February 2026, NAFDAC said it uncovered a warehouse stocked with banned, substandard, and unregistered cosmetic products in Lagos. In a statement on its X former Twitter page, the agency disclosed that the products valued at over 3 billion naira were uncovered at the APT Trade Fair complex. It said that the facility was concealed within an uncompleted building. NAFDAC has uncovered a warehouse stocked with banned, fake, and unregistered cosmetic products valued at over 3 billion at APT Trade Fair complex in Lagos State. Items recovered include 728 cartons of Crusader soap, 718 cartons of E45 soap, and extract gold whitening soaps, which are products banned by the federal government, it stated. The agency further said that additional items such as assorted perfumes, body oils, and cooking oils were also found and placed on hold for further regulatory assessment. It added that all seized products had been evacuated to prevent distribution, while the warehouse manager has been invited for further investigation as enforcement actions continue. NAFDAC also warned that the sale and use of such products pose serious health risks. So, this E45 in particular, I was using it before for my skin, and it wasn't yielding effects. In fact, at a point I reacted to it, and I didn't realize that NAFDAC hadn't registered, they hadn't checked it. at all. I stopped using it because it started reacting with my skin. So this is why something that we're talking about. This is what NAFDAC is trying to kick against. Because there are people that will not. There are some people that their bodies will not be able to withstand some particular substances in cosmetic
Yeah.
products that we use, the makeup that we use. Because there's some ladies that a lot of makeup products that ladies use on their face: primer, concealer, foundation, what else again?
Cement and all of
Cement,
those
okay.
things. Yeah, you know, how you building foundation
God,
without
I
cement?
beg.
Okay, so how you building foundation without cement? And
So-
for those of you who can't do without all of these makeups, please, first of all, you need to go to, is it gynecologist? How do they call those guys?
Dermatologist.
Dermatologist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to go find out, you know, the nature of your skin. You need to find out what products best fits
There's
you.
dermatologists
You
and
don't-
cosmetologists.
Yeah,
too.
so
Those are the
you
ones that
don't need
handle those
to
things.
you don't need to just wake up because your friend is using this and the next thing you carry it, and you guys can borrow. Oh, I don't want to call her six, so I don't want to call her six particularly.
Why you
But
attacking
please,
us? We are just girls, please.
yeah,
Why you
yeah,
attacking us?
just girls with
Please.
so much you know, expectations. You know, you want to put on this,
Funny
you want
how-
to shine.
funny
Please
how, like-
stop bleaching. This happened in let's say country like is it Sierra Leone, or there's a country, there's an African country that it should be Kenya or Sierra Leone thereabouts. You know, the president ban anything that has to do with bleaching of the skin. You know, sometimes you look at how beautiful someone looks like, how handsome the person looks like, but deep down the leg, when we have the ankles and all of that, you'll be like, God forbid, you know, let me use that word immediately, God forbid, and all of that. So please, you don't need to you know, look like the sun before. This causes a lot of times, a lot of women, when they are pregnant or when they have accidents, when anything happens, it becomes very tough for you know, the doctors or whoever is giving medication to actually treat the skin, or you know, sew and all of that, because the skin itself has already lost its glory, you know, let me use that word, and it becomes so difficult for needle to even pierce through. I've seen somebody while they were sewing, the thing was tearing. You know, it was so dirty.
Yeah, it
and
creates-
trust me,
it
those
creates
guys who are
those,
treating
yeah.
you, they are just doing that because other people are there. The moment people leave that place, nobody is taking care of you. So you need to stop it. And I think anytime I remember NAFDA coming in to fight, you know, fake drugs and all of that, the memories of Dora Akunyili, in fact, just ravels round and all of that. You know, may her soul rest in perfect peace, because this was one woman that, if Nigeria was a country that respects people or individuals, this woman wouldn't have died. You know, trust me, the country would have rallied round her in ensuring that products, you know, there's nothing, it's just like we who are saying, look, we need a better Nigerians, you know, we need a better country, we need better leadership. Okay, we are not foreigners, we are Nigerians, we are born here, our placentas were buried here, for crying out loud. So it's still the same thing when we say NAFDAC is saying, give us good products. Yes, make it expensive, but give
Another
us
thing
good
I want to-
products.
I want to chip
It's just
into
like today, if you
that.
go to market, you see some people selling all of these drinks, they tell you this one is 300. You go to a shop, they tell you it's 15, and you begin to panic. And so because of money, you come back to buy the one of 300, not knowing what it is.
I
There
want to add
is
to
sometime
that,
you
the
buy
bleaching cream. Yeah, it most times it's not term bleaching. Most times they use the word whitening or toning.
please,
Please be
whether
careful.
toning, whether stoning,
Be careful,
whitening, and
because it
all
may
of
not
that, you
be
need to stop it.
bleaching. It may not be bleaching. It may be just toning, and then you realize that your skin is losing its color.
You need to
Yeah.
stop it. You need
And
to
then most
stop
times
it.
I notice it. You notice when somebody's knuckles, their finger
Yeah,
knuckles, is
they're
like they're
dark
black.
and all of that, and so
Exactly.
you
Their
see in
fingers
between
and their
fair,
elbows
and their elbows
are
are
dark.
kind of, you know.
Exactly.
So I literally don't know how people feel comfortable walking and then, you know, interacting with people with all of that. You know, but we're not body shaming you, but you have started it. You have started the journey yourself, but you need to stop it.
Yeah, so
you know?
we're ignorant then, though. Some were very ignorant then, and then some use it to solve some particular skin issues. So I feel like it's not everyone that consciously.
That's what we've talked
use
about.
it. I didn't
That's
know
why
when
we've told
they
you
used
where
it.
to go. That's why most of this, all of these courses are very
For
important.
those that you, if you know you had a problem with your skin, you visit a dermatologist, and then if you know that you want to use the proper cosmetics for your skin type, you consult a cosmetologist. All those things. When you consult professional help, it's better than doing
Trust me,
things by yourself.
yeah, you know, don't just wake
And
up
then
and say,
the
oh, my
issue of the
mother,
whitening and
my
everything,
this. Okay.
it really causes complications on your skin. Like it's put your skin at risk. It's possible
Total,
that when you
total
use all
risk.
those things and use all those chemicals and everything, you realize that when you bleed, it does not stop easily or it doesn't clot fast.
Exactly.
It could cause a lot of complications to the skin. This
And please, if you see children running away from grandmothers, stepmothers, and all, it is because when you were young, you have used all of these chemicals to destroy your look. And then see, there's a particular person I saw one day, not even one, not even two. I say, me, if I have children, these people, you can't carry them, you won't touch them, because I know you definitely spoil them and all of that. In fact, you won't even come to my house to come and stay. So please start now to prepare your tomorrow.
This is enlightening.
So that when you become a grandmother or grandfather, your children would definitely love playing around you.
This is also enlightening you that NAFDAC, that you need to check the NAFDAC number behind every.
People don't even care about those things, though. People don't care about those things.
Actually, it doesn't show. But if you know that definitely you are trying to buy a product, you check for the NAFDAC number. So we even provide barcodes, so
my
you
friend,
can even
if
scan.
you check that barcode and it doesn't take you to where you're supposed to, please don't buy it. Just know that it's fake. Yeah, just know that it's fake. Yeah.
I usually check when I want to buy all this stuff. I
went to buy something somewhere at one certain time, and so when I pick up my phone, I put the barcode, and the thing didn't know. I told the man, I'm sorry, I'm not going to buy it. He said, why? I said, nothing. I just walked past and all of that. He tried to force me back to come explain why I did what I did. I said, well, the product, I didn't make it loud. I just told him, Oga, this product is not good, so I won't buy it. And so he was just wondering who would have loved to do that, who would have done that in his business and all of that. I said, I didn't want to shout. I have to tell you to, yes. And so, and there's a particular guy sometimes ago that was trending in Calabar that was making a video of a particular beans that, these beans are fake beans, these beans are not good beans, and all of that. And also rice, we have rubber rice trending all over our market. And so this guy was telling people that this particular rice is rubber rice. And so when he went to the police to go and report, the people who have this product turned behind, according to informations, allegedly bribed the police. And so he now turned back that this guy was the one who was now accused of trying to destroy people's market businesses and all of that. So this becomes a huge problem in fighting fake drugs and products in our market system.
It still boils down to the final consumers. You need to be more vigilant and also be
it's as simple as
less
that.
ignorant. That's why we're here to enlighten you. Check the NAFDAC number behind every product you get. Like most times when I go out to buy creams or stuff like that, because I know that I cannot use any other thing on my skin, because
I don't even use cream at all.
The next thing that happens, you just keep on
yeah, but that's true. I don't know, if you come to my house, I don't have creams. I don't put on creams, because I find it difficult that anytime I try to do that, automatically before morning I see that my skin is getting whitening, so I have to stop it, because I don't know what's happened. I think I need to go and talk to those guys, and tell them, look, I want to look like Oyibo. Give me the best thing that will work for me. That I won't have to get black here.
You just talked about bleaching now.
No. That's how you can
keep your skin.
Bleaching is the one that will tell you, here is white, here is Africa, here is Asia, here is Atlantic Ocean. And all that.
Oh my God. As I was saying, check the NAFDAC number behind every product you buy, especially the ones that you consume that is going to come in contact with your skin.
Exactly.
In total. Check the NAFDAC numbers, check the barcodes if you can scan. There are some products that actually give you room to call them, scratch the pin and check whether it's an original. This particular soap that I use, I just need to check. I need to scratch the pin and then I can scan the number and it shows that it's an authentic cream. It's an authentic soap from them.
And those ones, those persons who are actually selling those kind of products, once they tell you it is 500 naira, my guy, no matter how you plead with them, they won't want to sell it. They'll tell you that's the price.
My friend that is into skincare, she's a consultant in skincare. Basically, she opened my eyes to know that there are different products in the market. Though you can come to the market and you want to buy a skin product or a makeup product, and they'll tell you, okay, there's Nigerian owned, there's UK owned, there's German owned, and I'm like, what's the difference? There's someone that tell me, okay, there are some in Nigeria that are fake, and I'm like, why is it the Nigerian one that is fake? I don't understand. Then even the roll-ons, even the deodorants that we use, the sprays, body sprays that we use, they tell you that
Man,
there's
the
some that
deodorants
is
are just the worst thing
tell you that there's
because
some that is Nigerian, there's some that's American, there's some that is from Vietnam. Different products. And they will not tell you that because she's somebody that is into it, she will tell you that okay, this is the particular one that goes well with what you want. So now this is another way of enlightening you that you should be vigilant of what you consume. It doesn't have to enter your mouth before you know that okay, it's going to cause health issues to you. It could just as well as touch your body and you see reactions that you did not plan for. And the skin is a barrier, it's a very protective barrier. So if that barrier is broken or weakened, it becomes a very huge problem for the body at some point in time. And you realize that when you are old, your skin is not as elastic as it's supposed to
don't
be.
use
You start
your
seeing colors.
mate, don't use your roommate, don't use your senior brother, your younger sister, your cousin to compete with your own skin because
everyone has
this person
different skin
have
types.
this, oh, I'm going to use it, oh, I love this one, it's very common. And there's a woman that went to buy stuff that was on Wednesday while we're in the market, and so she was asking the other woman, please, is this one good for my hair? And the woman said, I've never used this one before. He said he saw the neighbor using it and it was nice, that's why he wants to buy it. And I was like, are you serious?
We are all different human beings for a reason. We have variety, we can be classified, but no two human beings are the same.
Exactly.
No two human beings have the
That's
same
like our
form
fingerprints
of
and
care.
all of that.
Our fingerprints are not the same, our skin types are not closely to the same. Like then even identical twins, they have different fingerprints. We are not the same. Everyone has different cares they use for their body. You have to know what is best for you in terms of skin,
we are
hair.
blacks. Let's maintain our skin color.
Exactly.
Please. Thank you.
There's how our skin color resonates, like when it's beautiful when it's kept properly.
And even to before we leave this segment, don't forget a lot of parents deliberately use all of this harsh skin on their children. I have seen little children, they are not even up to 5 6 thereabout, having peeling skins and all of that because of the harsh creams that parents use on them. Please, it is wrong. It is absolutely wrong. Allow these children to grow with their natural skin.
They will learn to appreciate
just light things and all of them. Learn to appreciate themselves the more. So let's stop destroying these children's body skin simply because we want them to look like the white Asians and all of that. Please, we need to stop it.
So
let's look like African and let's be Africans.
Please look out for NAFDAC registered products. Thank you. That's, by the way, we are going to go back to the music break. When we come back, we'll take the conversation of the day. This is Rhythm and Blues by Ira Star. Do not touch that dial. You're still on the Morning Buzz Show. Enjoy. the Morning Buzz Show, and we're coming to the end. So we come to the end of the show for today and the week. But before we go, we'll take the conversation of the day. So the preamble for the conversation of the day is: in any democratic system, the power of the vote is only as strong as the understanding behind it. While millions of citizens turn out during elections, many do so without fully grasping the candidates' platforms and the nuances of policies, or even the mechanics of the electoral process itself. This knowledge gap can lead to disengagement, manipulation, or choices that do not reflect the voters' true interests. Improving voter education is therefore not just about increasing turnout. It is about empowering citizens to make informed, responsible decisions that strengthen democracy. Now, the question is, how can voter education be improved to ensure more informed participation? How can voter education be improved to ensure more informed participation? Send us a message on WhatsApp or call us on our studio phone lines 0809 444 4058. 0809 444 4058. Send us a message on our WhatsApp platform or call us on our studio phone lines, or you can drop a comment on our Facebook and YouTube live stream. We'd love to hear from you. The question again is, how can voter education be improved to ensure more informed participation? So Thompson, what do you think of this? How can voter education be improved?
Okay, so for me, I believe in practical steps in achieving anything that we want to do as a nation. First of all, does our vote really count? Now, if our vote counts, people will be willing. Don't forget, 2023 general elections was one of those elections that Nigerians saw a different perspective, a different and a total kind of awakeness, in Nigerian citizens. January 1st, it started with registrations. New voters actually came out to register because, one, a lot of them have never participated in election before, so they had this perception that, okay, we're going to have a new leadership mentality. But there again, after that, people came out. The turnout was very massive, the first of its kind for a very long period of time in our electoral system. But then the disappointment came, that people felt, oh, this wasn't what we voted for, and this is all we get, and all of that. So because of that, a lot of persons, have lost interest in the forthcoming election. But there again, we're saying, look, no, let's not give up, because if you give up, it's going to be an ample opportunity for people to feel like it's going to be a normal thing, which we do not want it to be a normal thing. So this is why the National Agency for Orientation and all of that, these bodies are coming together to say, look, don't give up. Okay, so what's more important for us in our communities, in our families, is to give proper orientation. With this, it's going to help those who have lost interest to say, look, we have hope. We must have to fight back,
So my cousins are
ensuring that the right thing
asking
is done.
so my cousins are asking for where they can actually register for their voters card, because some of them have not actually participated in an election before.
And also, I think there's a big problem. I think in this country we have a big problem. They tell you, oh, this is where to go and register, but you go there, they keep tossing you all around.
Yes,
They say, oh, today the registration is here. Next tomorrow they take it to a different place. Next tomorrow they take it to a different place. What's going on?
She said
what's going on? This doesn't make any sense
She
at
said
all.
that she went there for, I think it's at around Barracks Road. That's where she went to register, and then they gave her a slip and they said they will call her to come back. Since last year August, they haven't called her, and she said she'll look for time and go when she has time. But do you see the issues that we have? There's no encouragement to actually want to register for this. They are tossing people up and down, like you said, and it's a whole lot.
It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. So with this, people would feel uncomfortable participating in elections in Nigeria, and this is really manipulating, and it's really not very okay for me. I think Nigerians will have to deal with this, for a very long time, because one. They have deliberately anchored themselves in this. Now, today, just like I keep saying, if you think because you're in a particular position, you're going to be there forever, you're lying. You can't be there forever. Don't forget, Now, currently, we have over 9 senators, who have, jumped ship from other political parties to another political party. What does this tells us? That you can't be in a system that is totally broken and you'll be happy forever. You can't. So no matter what you and you out there are doing, either buying votes, either selling votes, whatever thing you're doing, don't forget there will be consequences.
In terms of improving voter education, I feel like the National Orientation Agency is there through jingles on radio, on TV, and also you can do enlightenment programs and sensitizations at polling units, at prospective polling units. If arranged properly, that's something that state governors should take.
Yeah.
As
and also
important.
when we talk about educating electorate, it just go beyond making registration and all of that.
Yes,
it
and just collecting the card.
It also transcends to after getting your card during the day of election. There are things you should do and things you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
And then there are procedures for you to vote and procedures for you not to vote. And there are procedures that, okay, when after voting, or before you even turn print, there are ways you have to turn print and all of those things,
because
so that your vote will be valid.
Because some people will think that, okay, they voted, not knowing that their votes
are
invalid.
invalid.
It's not going to be counted.
Yeah.
It's going to be invalid.
It's going to be invalid.
That's the problems we have. So
Yeah.
imagine if you are banking on 50 people to vote
for
a
you,
particular
and then-
person,
yeah,
and
then
then like
there's-
up to 20 is the one
actually
that goes
happened.
through.
Yeah, there was a polling unit that actually happened, because all their fingers were already on the line, and that automatically becomes invalid. Void and all of that. So some were even rejected because of the way it was turn printed. So
Okay.
I think with this
proper
proper education, and this shouldn't
given.
only be coming from the National Orientation Agency alone. I think this should also be from family settings,
yeah.
peer groups, religious organization, institutions.
Like
Now,
my dad sat me down and was like, before you get a voter's card, this is so they're supposed to do and stuff like that.
You
You're
need to
supposed
know
do
and all of those things.
Exactly. So he taught me, like, it's passed down the knowledge. You don't have to wait for the government to come and start talking about it, because it may not still reach some set of individuals.
And
at some point in
please,
time.
one of the best orientation that I will always give, I will forever give, is once you're 18 years, please, your
Go and get
parents'
your
responsibilities
voter's
to
card.
you is supposed to reduce. What that means is that you are
Responsible
reliable and
for
responsible for yourself.
Yes.
So in other words, you should be voted for, and you can also vote others. So please get your voter's card. Ensure that you vote during the time of elections. And trust me, we want a better Nigeria for you, for me, for our unborn children, and unborn generation.
Yes.
With this alone, trust me, we have done a great thing for Nigerians.
So at this juncture, we're going to go back to the music break. When we come back, Obi Thompson will take us through the newspaper review on the show today. This is Bank on It by Burna Boy. We are not done. Do not touch that dial.
That's pretty much what we're doing there, and that is Bank on It by Bono Boy. My name is Obi Thompson, taking you right away on the newspaper segment of the morning buzz, right away here at the 13th day in the month of March in the year 2026. Okay, so let's quickly start with the Vanguard newspaper this morning with the biggest stories here. I really love Nigeria so much. We're talking about Middle East war. Anxiety mounts as oil price hits about $100 per barrel. Okay, so this is really happening in the world globally. And so Nigeria have become the headquarters where anything happen globally, and the next thing Nigerians become the cost, everything becomes so expensive. Transportation increases. Food prices, food stocks, and all of that. Wow. Meanwhile, the country that is even at war has not even increased their price and all of that. So I don't really know why Nigeria's system is always like this. Gains, profits. They want to make it excess. You buy something of 15 naira, you want to make 1,000 out of it.
It's really got that way, boss. I'm just speechless at this point.
Okay, so that's pretty much what we're doing from the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Don't forget there are a lot of other top stories over there, just like Tinubu to politicians bow to rule of law on electoral act. But yeah, we're not seeing that coming up. So 2027 you have Obi, Atiku, Amechi working together to stop APC, according to ADC. Okay, so up next is the Friday newspaper and also Daily Independent newspaper, where we have the CBN governor cites stability against from bold policy shift. Okay, court bars Ayade Tiwa from seeking re-election, cites term limit. Okay, let's see what that actually happens in the nearest future. Okay, 6 airlines under review for a Yuletide fare refund. Okay, so a lot of airlines actually got money but refused to actually deliver the purpose why that money was actually given. So they're seeking for refunds. Okay, drama in Senate as Abaribe, Ume, Tambua, 6 others defect to ADC. And this is coming from New Telegraph newspaper. Okay, so with all of these in details, there are lots of stories here that you really need to go through and read in details. Federal government sees reductions in cost of fuels as crude oil prices decline. Okay, I think that becomes a good news over there for Nigerians. That's pretty much what we're doing from the newspaper segment of the Morning Buzz. But before we go, we take our sport lovers to the Punch Sports Extra this morning. And from the Punch Sports Extra this morning, a newspaper, we have as the biggest stories here, Vincent Enyema exclusive. Onigbende was a father figure to me. He always told me, Vincent, your time in the national team will come. Just stay calm. Keep working. He was a very good man. Okay, talking about my unforgettable moments with Onigbende. Okay, Fenerbahce open up on failed Lookman transfer as Atletico rule out Alvarez sale to Barca. Arsenal chill 60 million euro Lukeba as Dembele agents meet City chief. United ponder Nico signing as Korea beat the Tigers 76-60 in World Cup qualifiers. Oh my goodness. Paul out until 2027 after Joshua jaw-breaking push. Ghana braced for 130 million Osime battle. Ejuke returns to the training ahead of Barca clash. Okay, so that's pretty much what we're doing from the newspaper segment of the Morning Buzz. My name is Obasa Oyi Thompson. Right away here, we turn to Sharon for the quote of the day. From me to you, do have a pleasant and a fantastic Friday. And congratulations to all our inducted, our professional teachers in the University of Calabar. We wish you all the very best. Of course, open market up for you out there.
So the quote of the day is, in all your dealings, have integrity. In all your dealings, have integrity. Don't be so dedicated to exploiting another man. Don't be so dedicated to duping another person. In all your dealings, have integrity. My name remains Sharon Antigaita here. And from me to you, I'm saying, like I always say, maintain a positive mindset. Maintain a very positive mindset.
Okay.
Make the best out of your day. Smile as much as possible, and definitely you'll be fine all the way. Happy weekend to you. Enjoy yourself and make sure that you get enough rest and be prepared for the next week ahead. From me to you, I'm saying bye for now.
It's Unico Radio International.